Why do most mornings feel like battle, requiring enormous willpower just to start, while some people wake naturally, executing immediately with zero resistance? You know that moment when alarm sounds and your first thought is negotiating more sleep. Then when you finally force yourself up, you face overwhelming decisions about what to do first, creating paralysis, where you drift through morning accomplishing nothing strategic despite having hours available. In 1643, Miyamoto Musashi, undefeated in over 60 duels, retired to Reigandō cave to document the systematic practices he maintained throughout his life. He spent 2 years writing Go Rin No Sho, Book of 5 Rings, completing it in February 1645, just months before his death. Musashi understood that difficult mornings weren't created in the morning. They were created the night before through chaotic evenings, producing unprepared environments, unclear plans, and poor sleep. He developed specific night protocols that made morning execution automatic by eliminating every source of morning resistance through systematic evening preparation. The 6 night practices I'm breaking down in this video are extracted from Musashi's writings and samurai evening protocols, all executed before sleep-making tomorrow morning, effortless. Not morning routines or comprehensive daily systems, purely evening practices, preparing perfect morning conditions through eliminated friction, predetermined decisions, optimized environment, and protected recovery. Understanding this framework earlier would have prevented decades of difficult mornings blamed on lack of discipline when actual problem was neglected evening architecture, creating unnecessary morning resistance. I'm organizing these 6 practices into 3 categories: strategic setup, eliminating morning decisions; physical preparation, removing morning friction; and recovery architecture, optimizing sleep quality. This structure matters because attempting physical preparation without strategic setup means waking in organized space, but facing immediate decisions, creating different resistance, and attempting recovery without both means sleeping well, but waking to chaos, requiring enormous energy, overcoming disorder and uncertainty. Let's start with strategic setup. Practice 1. Complete morning timeline design. First practice is designing complete morning timeline, eliminating all execution decisions before sleep. Write exact sequence hour by hour. Specify precise actions with outcomes. Include transition protocols. Timeline design creates automatic morning by predetermining every action with exact timing, removing all decision points where negotiation or avoidance could occur. Most people sleep without predetermined morning structure, forcing wake time decisions about when to do what, creating continuous willpower consumption and negotiation opportunities, producing avoidance and scattered execution. Complete evening timeline predetermines entire morning sequence. Wake time, first action, second action, exact timing for each. Making morning mechanical execution of written plan rather than series of willpower-consuming decisions about what deserves attention. Why complete specificity with exact timing is necessary becomes clear, examining implementation intention research and time-binding effects. General plan like train in morning leaves timing ambiguous, allowing negotiation. I'll train after checking email becomes extended email session, eliminating training time. Specific time plan, 6:15 a.m., begin training sequence A, eliminates negotiation because timing is predetermined, making execution automatic at specified time. Additionally, exact timing creates psychological commitment. You've committed to specific time making. Deviation feel like broken promise to yourself, activating consistency, motivation. Research confirms time-specific plans produce dramatically higher execution rates than outcome-only plans because timing removes decision burden. Consider sleeping without predetermined morning timeline. Wake at 6 a.m. facing blank slate. What should you do first? When should you train? How long should you work on projects? When should you handle communications? Each decision consumes willpower and creates negotiation opportunity. Choose quick email check first, which becomes 90 minutes. Training never happens because negotiation at decision point allowed avoidance. Now consider sleeping after completing detailed timeline. 6 a.m. wake, 6:05 make bed and bathroom, 6:15 training sequence A, 20 minutes, 6:40 shower, 7 breakfast, prepared last night, 7:30 project work deliverable, section 3, 90 minutes, 9 a.m. communication check. 0 morning decisions exist. You wake and execute written sequence, mechanically making training and strategic work automatic because timing was predetermined when willpower was high yesterday evening. Examine tomorrow morning honestly. If you wake without alarm, what exact sequence of actions will you execute in what exact order, with what precise timing? Most people cannot answer specifically because they've never designed complete timeline. They have vague intentions about training and working, but no specific timing or sequence. This ambiguity guarantees difficult morning requiring continuous decisions, producing fatigue and avoidance. Complete timeline designed tonight eliminates this entirely, making tomorrow automatic. Implementation requires establishing exact evening timeline design time. 7:45 p.m. after dinner allows 20 minutes for complete planning, and using structured format ensuring total specificity. Write tomorrow's timeline starting with exact wake time, progressing through morning. 6 a.m. alarm, 6:05 first action, 6:15 second action, continuing through morning completion around 9 or 10 a.m. For each time block, specify exact action to execute, expected duration, completion criterion, and required materials. Example: 7:30 to 9 a.m. Complete Project X, deliverable section 3, writing minimum 1,000 words. Materials: laptop already charged and positioned on desk, with document open to current section, coffee already prepared. Review timeline confirming you could execute mechanically tomorrow without any additional decisions or planning. Write timeline in notebook or document. You'll review immediately after waking, creating reference, eliminating need to remember plan. Track whether mornings with complete predetermined timelines feel dramatically easier than mornings with vague intentions, proving timeline value through experience difference. Transition. Timeline design eliminates decision uncertainty. But even with perfect plan, unclear priorities create anxiety about whether you're working on right things. Second practice solves this. Practice 2, priority mapping and justification. Second practice is mapping tomorrow's priorities with explicit justification, establishing certainty about what matters most. Identify single most important outcome. Write specific justification why it matters. Note what you're deliberately not doing. Priority mapping creates execution confidence by establishing explicit reasoning for tomorrow's focus, eliminating anxiety about whether you're working on right things. Most people execute morning activities without explicit priority evaluation, creating background uncertainty. Should I be doing this or something else? Producing psychological resistance and guilt when working because you're never certain current action is optimal choice. Evening priority mapping forces explicit evaluation, identifying single most important outcome with reasoned justification, creating psychological certainty that tomorrow's focus is correct, allowing complete commitment without background doubt or guilt. Why explicit written justification matters more than mental priority setting becomes clear examining commitment psychology and doubt prevention mechanisms. Mental priority setting remains vague, allowing re-evaluation and doubt. During execution, you question whether this really is most important, creating psychological resistance. Written justification creates concrete reasoning you can review when doubt appears, proving logically why current focus is correct, eliminating uncertainty. Additionally, writing forces complete thinking. Vague mental reasoning contains holes and assumptions that become obvious when forced into written articulation, requiring you to think through priority, completely ensuring it withstands scrutiny. Consider waking with general sense that project work is important, but lacking explicit reasoning. Begin project work, but background voice questions. Should you be doing email instead? What about that other project? Is this really most valuable use of time right now? Creating psychological resistance and guilt, making focus difficult despite adequate time and energy. Now consider waking after evening priority mapping. Tomorrow's most important outcome, complete Project X, deliverable Section 3. Justification, client deadline. Friday, Section 3 blocks entire team until complete. Finishing tomorrow allows 2-day buffer before deadline. All other tasks can wait until afternoon without consequences. Deliberately not doing. Email until 9 a.m. Nothing urgent expected. Project Y planning. Due next week, plenty of time. Social media. Never urgent. During morning execution, any doubt is answered by reviewing written justification, proving logically why current focus is correct, allowing complete commitment without guilt or resistance. Implementation requires establishing priority mapping ritual during evening planning time after timeline design completes. Open priority mapping template with 3 sections. Most important outcome, justification, deliberately not doing. Write tomorrow's single most important outcome specifically, not vague, work on project, but concrete, complete Section 3, delivering 1,500 words and 3 supporting examples. In justification section, write specific reasons why this outcome deserves priority tomorrow. Deadlines, dependencies, consequences, opportunities. Be explicit and concrete, not vague. In deliberately not doing section list, 3 to 5 things you could do tomorrow, but are consciously choosing not to do with brief reason why they can wait. This negative prioritization is critical. It removes guilt about not doing those things because you've explicitly decided they're lower priority. Review complete mapping, confirming it withstands scrutiny. Does justification actually make sense? Are you deceiving yourself about what matters? Save mapping document for tomorrow morning review when doubt appears. Track whether mornings with explicit priority mapping produce stronger execution commitment than mornings with vague general priorities proving mapping value. Priority mapping establishes execution confidence, but even with clear priorities and timeline, unprepared physical environment creates friction, making execution difficult despite mental clarity. Let's shift to physical preparation. Practice 3. Environment staging for zero friction execution. Third practice is complete environment staging positioning. Everything needed for morning execution, eliminating all setup requirements. Stage each action's materials in sequence. Remove competing distractions. Create instant start conditions. Environment staging creates immediate execution by making every morning action instantly available, requiring literally 0 preparation steps between wake state and action beginning. Most people sleep in unprepared environments where morning actions require setup, training equipment stored away, work materials scattered, breakfast ingredients not prepared, creating friction at each action, requiring decision and effort before execution begins. Evening staging positions, everything perfectly, making each action executable, while half asleep, because materials are positioned, obviously, and all obstacles removed, producing automatic flow from action to action without friction, interrupting momentum. Why complete staging for each action matters more than general organization becomes clear, examining activation energy, cumulative effects and momentum interruption dynamics. Single unstaged action creates friction, interrupting momentum, making subsequent actions feel harder. If breakfast requires preparation after easy training completion, preparation friction breaks flow, making next action, work, feel difficult to start. However, complete staging for all actions maintains continuous momentum because each action transitions smoothly to next without friction interruptions, creating psychological flow state where execution feels effortless. Additionally, partial staging creates decision about whether to prepare now or skip. Complete staging eliminates decision-making execution automatic because everything is ready. Consider morning timeline, including training, breakfast, and project work. Wake in unstaged environment, training clothes in drawer requiring retrieval and selection, equipment in closet requiring setup. Breakfast requires cooking from raw ingredients, project materials scattered across desk requiring organization. Each action requires setup, creating friction, producing resistance at every transition. Complete 3 actions but feel exhausted from overcoming accumulated friction despite adequate sleep and energy. Now consider identical timeline in completely staged environment. Training clothes laid out in obvious stack next to bed requiring only putting on, equipment permanently positioned in dedicated spot requiring 0 setup, breakfast completely prepared in refrigerator requiring only heating, project materials organized on clean desk with laptop open to working document. Wake and execute entire sequence smoothly. See clothes and put on automatically, complete training using positioned equipment, heat prepared breakfast, sit at organized desk, and begin work immediately. Same actions, dramatically different experience through complete staging, eliminating all friction making execution, feel effortless. Implementation requires systematic staging protocol executed as final evening preparation, completing before sleep, wind down begins. Work backwards through tomorrow's timeline, staging each action's materials in reverse sequence. Last action staged first, first action staged last, so morning executes in proper order. For each timeline action map, required materials, then position them exactly where needed. Training requires clothes, layout in obvious location, equipment, position permanently in dedicated spot never requiring setup, water bottle, fill, and position near equipment. Breakfast requires prepared food, cook tonight and refrigerate. Clean dishes, wash and position. Eating space, clear and set. Project work requires organized workspace, clear desk completely. Materials, position laptop, notebook, references in obvious arrangement, document, open to current working section ready for immediate continuation. Remove all competing distractions from each action space. No phone near training area, no entertainment devices near workspace. Goal is making each action executable by barely conscious person requiring 0 setup or decisions. Track whether completely staged mornings produce smooth, continuous execution versus unstaged mornings requiring multiple friction-overcoming events, interrupting flow and consuming energy. Environment staging removes physical friction. But even in perfect environment, clothing and personal item chaos creates morning searching and decision burden. 4th practice solves this. Practice 4. Complete outfit and materials positioning. 4th practice is complete outfit positioning and personal materials organization, eliminating all morning searching and selection decisions. Select complete outfit, including accessories. Position in obvious sequential stack. Prepare backup outfit for contingencies. Outfit positioning creates immediate morning efficiency by eliminating clothing decisions and searching that typically consume 15 to 30 minutes through selection deliberation, matching evaluation, and drawer searching. Most people wake facing clothing decisions. What to wear today? Does this match? Wear a clean socks. Creating decision fatigue and time waste before day's strategic activities begin. Evening outfit selection. When decision capacity is high, produces superior choices executed in 2 minutes, plus positioning in obvious stack means morning requires only picking up and putting on, automatically eliminating all searching and decision burden. why complete outfit with accessories matters more than partial preparation becomes clear, examining decision cascade effects and search interruption patterns. Selecting shirt and pants but forgetting socks, belt or accessories creates morning interruption, requiring search and selection when you're already partially dressed, breaking flow and consuming time. Complete outfit selection with every single item from undergarments to outerwear positioned in wearing order means uninterrupted dressing, requiring only picking up stack and putting on sequentially, taking 3 minutes total versus 20 minutes of selection and searching. Additionally, backup outfit preparation prevents morning crisis when primary selection doesn't work. Wrong item needs wash, stain discovered, doesn't feel right today, forcing complete reselection, consuming enormous time and decision energy. Consider typical morning-facing closet, full of options, requiring selection decision, evaluation of matches, searching for specific items scattered across drawers, discovery that preferred item needs, washing forcing reselection. 20 minutes later, you're dressed but exhausted from decisions and searching, feeling behind schedule before strategic activities begin. Now consider morning after complete evening outfit positioning. Wake. See obvious outfit stack, positioned on chair in exact wearing order, underwear on top progressing to outerwear on bottom. Pick up and put on sequentially, taking 3 minutes total. Proceed immediately to next timeline action. Backup outfit positioned nearby if needed, but primary selection works perfectly because you selected when decision capacity was high evening before. Implementation requires establishing outfit selection ritual as evening preparation, completing before staging other materials. Stand in front of closet with tomorrow's activities and weather in mind. Select complete outfit including every single item. Undergarments, socks, pants, shirt, belt, outerwear, shoes, accessories if relevant. Lay items in sequential wearing order stack, positioned obviously where you'll see immediately upon waking, chair next to bed or bathroom counter, making morning dressing automatic grab and wear process. Additionally, select complete backup outfit positioning nearby in case primary selection doesn't work for any reason, preventing morning reselection crisis. Check that all selected items are actually clean and wearable. Discovering morning that selected item needs wash defeats entire preparation. Track time from wake to dressed. Noting whether positioned outfit reduces time dramatically compared to typical morning selection and searching routine, proving efficiency value. Outfit positioning eliminates clothing decisions. But even with perfect physical preparation, evening screen exposure disrupts sleep quality, sabotaging morning energy despite excellent preparation. Let's shift to recovery architecture. Practice 5, screen elimination and light management. Fifth practice is complete screen elimination 2 hours pre-sleep, allowing circadian preparation for quality recovery. Remove all screens at fixed time. Dim all artificial lights. Use only warm, minimal lighting. Screen elimination creates sleep quality by removing blue light, disrupting melatonin production that signals sleep readiness to body. Modern screen exposure until immediately before sleep mimics daylight, telling circadian system it's afternoon, preventing melatonin rise that should begin 2 hours before sleep, preparing body biologically for rest. This produces delayed sleep onset and poor quality despite adequate time in bed, because you're attempting sleep while biology remains activated. Systematic 2-hour screen removal allows natural melatonin accumulation and cortisol decline, creating genuine biological sleep readiness, making onset rapid and quality high. Why 2-hour removal rather than shorter period becomes clear examining melatonin production kinetics and cortisol clearance timing. Melatonin production begins naturally 2 hours before habitual sleep time if light exposure drops appropriately, allowing gradual accumulation, reaching sleep-enabling threshold by bedtime. However, bright light, especially blue wavelengths from screens, suppresses melatonin completely. Single screen check resets accumulation by 90 minutes, explaining why checking phone quickly before bed delays sleep substantially. Additionally, screen content activates thinking and emotional responses, elevating cortisol, which requires 2 hours clearing after exposure. 2-hour screen-free window provides minimum time for melatonin accumulation and cortisol clearance, creating biological sleep preparation. Consider typical evening consuming screen content until immediately before sleep, scrolling social media, watching entertainment, checking communications, then lying down expecting rapid sleep onset. Instead, sleep takes 60 to 90 minutes, arriving feeling frustrated because biology wasn't prepared despite time in bed. Next morning, wake feeling unrefreshed despite adequate hours because poor sleep quality from insufficient preparation. Now consider evening removing all screens at 8:30 p.m. for 10:30 sleep target, dimming household lights to warm minimal levels, spending screen-free time reading physical books or doing gentle movement. By 10:30, melatonin has accumulated substantially, creating genuine drowsiness. Cortisol has declined from evening peak. Lie down and sleep onset occurs within 10 minutes. Morning wake feels genuinely refreshed because quality sleep resulted from proper biological preparation. Track tonight's actual screen usage honestly. What time do you last check phone or consume screen content, and what time do you attempt sleep? Most people discover gap is 30 minutes or less, believing brief separation is sufficient, but experiencing consistent sleep difficulty, proving inadequate preparation time. Additionally, note whether you check phone quickly after removing screens. Even 30-second check resets melatonin production, destroying preparation. This pattern explains chronic sleep problems. Simple screen elimination would resolve completely. Implementation requires establishing exact screen removal time 2 hours before target sleep time, and creating alternative evening activities not requiring screens. If target sleep is 10:30 p.m., screen removal is 8:30 p.m., without exception, including quick checks that reset preparation. Set phone alarm for removal time, then physically move all screens to different room, preventing impulsive checking. Replace household bright lights with warm, dim lighting, or use only candles if possible, creating minimal light environment. Plan screen-free activities beforehand, preventing boredom triggering check impulse. Physical books cued for reading, journal positioned for reflection writing, gentle stretching sequence prepared, conversation with household members. Additionally, prepare sleep environment during screen-free time. Blackout curtains closed, temperature set to 65 degrees, white noise machine activated if used. Track sleep onset time, minutes from lying down to actually sleeping, noting whether 2-hour screen elimination produces dramatically faster onset compared to shorter separation, proving 2-hour window necessity. Screen elimination allows biological sleep preparation. But even screen-free, activated mind from days unprocessed events prevents quality sleep through rumination. Final practice completes recovery architecture. Practice 6. Reflection, closure and gratitude. Protocol. 6th practice is structured reflection, completing day's psychological processing and establishing positive emotional state before sleep. Write day's significant events summary. Extract explicit lessons from challenges. Note 3 specific gratitudes. Reflection closure creates mental quiet by systematically processing day's events, extracting lessons, and acknowledging positives, preventing rumination during sleep attempt. Most people sleep without structured processing, leaving brain to handle events randomly during sleep, creating scattered dreams, rumination about problems, anxiety about mistakes, all impairing recovery quality. Structured evening reflection forces complete processing, extracting lessons, and acknowledging gains, then closing day psychologically allowing brain to rest rather than continuing background processing during sleep period. Why written reflection rather than mental review is necessary becomes clear, examining, processing completion, and closure mechanisms. Mental reflection wanders without resolution. You think about events vaguely without extracting specific lessons or reaching conclusions, leaving processing incomplete, triggering continued background thinking. Written articulation forces complete thoughts, reaching actual conclusions, because writing requires converting vague feelings into concrete ideas, creating genuine processing. Additionally, written record declares processing complete. Once captured, you can reference later if needed, eliminating brain's requirement to remember and continue tracking, allowing complete mental release. Consider evening lying in bed, mentally reviewing day's difficult events, mistakes made, problems encountered, creating rumination where mind returns repeatedly to same concerns without resolution or lesson extraction. This rumination prevents sleep onset and continues during sleep, impairing recovery quality because unresolved concerns activate brain, preventing deep rest. Additionally, deficit focus on problems without acknowledging positives creates negative emotional state carrying into sleep, affecting dream content and morning mood. Now consider evening with structured reflection. Write brief summary of 3 to 5 significant events, including both challenging and positive. Articulate specific lessons from challenges, identifying exactly what to do differently next time. Note 3 specific aspects you're genuinely grateful for, explaining why each matters. After writing, day feels complete. Lessons are captured, positives acknowledged, no further processing needed. Lie down and mind is quiet, allowing rapid sleep onset and quality recovery. Implementation requires establishing reflection ritual as final evening practice, completing after screen removal and before sleep transition. Set 10 minutes at 9:30 p.m. for structured reflection, using consistent format, preventing overthinking while ensuring complete processing. Open journal or reflection document and write 3 sections. Significant events, 3 to 5 notable occurrences, both positive and challenging, described briefly. Lessons extracted from any challenges. What specifically will you do differently next time? Gratitude, 3 specific things you're grateful for, with explanation why each matters to you personally. Keep reflection focused and brief. 10 minutes maximum prevents rumination spirals while ensuring adequate processing. After completing close journal, declaring day psychologically complete. Everything significant is captured. Nothing requires further thought tonight. Track whether nights with structured reflection produce quieter minds and faster sleep onset compared to nights without processing, revealing necessity of closure ritual for quality recovery. Complete evening protocol. Sequence. Complete night routine integrates all 6 practices in optimal sequence, executed evening before tomorrow's morning, creating effortless execution through systematic preparation. Begin at 7:45 p.m. with strategic setup. Design complete morning timeline, writing exact sequence with specific timing, 20 minutes. Then map tomorrow's priorities with explicit justification, establishing execution certainty, 10 minutes. At 8:15 p.m. execute physical preparation. Stage complete environment, positioning all materials for each morning action, eliminating setup requirements, 20 minutes. Then position complete outfit and backup, creating zero friction morning dressing, 10 minutes. At 8:30 p.m. begin recovery architecture. Remove all screens and dim lights, beginning 2-hour biological sleep preparation, immediate. Then at 9:30 p.m. complete structured reflection, processing day and establishing closure, 10 minutes. At 10 p.m., transition to bed for 10:30, sleep on set, after complete preparation, creating optimal recovery conditions. This sequence creates effortless mornings through systematic elimination of all resistance sources evening before. Timeline design eliminates morning decisions. Priority mapping removes execution uncertainty. Environment staging removes physical friction. Outfit positioning eliminates clothing decisions. Screen removal enables biological sleep preparation. Reflection provides psychological closure. Combined effects produce morning where execution is automatic mechanical response to perfect conditions, prepared night before requiring zero willpower because resistance was eliminated entirely through evening architecture. After 30 consecutive days executing complete evening protocol, most people report morning difficulty has disappeared completely. Wake happens naturally at planned time. Execution begins immediately following timeline. Difficult work completes consistently because preparation removed all resistance. This isn't temporary improvement from novelty. It's stable capability from systematic architecture, making mornings easy through evening practices, eliminating resistance rather than requiring increased personal capability, fighting maintained obstacles indefinitely.